Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special unboxing, something that came in. I'm not really sure what this is, so let's go ahead and get into this. I don't recognize the name that's on the outside of the box. I won't show it because I don't know if it's someone from Pass Around or if it's somebody else, so I just don't know. So let's see what it is. It might not even, might not even be something for the channel, so we'll just take a look. All right, so what do we have here? Oh, we got a QSP. Okay. Okay, this is, what is this? Does it say on here? It's the Unicorn. Okay. All right, I've seen some crazy commercials for that on Instagram, which I think is hilarious. So let's take a look at this. Yeah, this is part of the pass around. Cool. All right, I wanted to check this out. You know, it might even be something I might get for as a giveaway knife or something. But this is pretty cool. All right, so it's a button lock. It's a flipper. It does have a thumb hole. Nice deep pocket carry clip. G10 scales, kind of dual, two color G10, like a black G10 on top of this green. Technically, this knife would probably be totally illegal in England because it's a zombie green. This is considered an illegal knife. The color itself is dangerous. So in England, apparently, if you have green, you can hurt somebody with the color. I guess if you wave it around them in England, they might fall back and hurt themselves. I don't know how that works, but apparently there's laws on the books for zombie green. But I make fun of it, and I'm being facetious and joking, but it actually is a law over there. It's kind of sad. Anyways, so, and I know the people who over there who love knives, they are very frustrated by it too. Anyways, this is called a Unicorn. So it's 14C28N. So let's take a look. Let's give it a flip. Not bad. It is a straight back with a nice big belly, flat grind, swedge on top, nice fuller there, thumb hole there. All right, 14C28, you can see that. There's some weight relief in the G10 scales with the milling and the holes that they cut through. Is there a steel liner in there? I can't tell. Yeah, it looks like there's a steel liner. Is that a steel liner? Oh, I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, it's got to be steel liner inside. All right, so steel liner. So the holes here are not only weight relief in the G10, but also in steel liner. All right, that lock is not bad. Let's see how that flipper works. Not bad. Thumb, not bad. All right, so it is a plunge lock, so let's take a look. Plunge lock, all right, engages there, and then lock there. Okay, cool. Looks like a good 20% engagement. Not bad. Pretty dead nut center. Reverse flips pretty well, which nice thing about a button lock is left and right hand carry. Can we reverse clip? We absolutely can. There's a little steel insert there. So this is left and right hand carry, which is kind of cool. Very cool, a little knife. I like the chamfering roundedness around the handle. Now I will tell you, which is very impressive, QSP has a habit of making these really small knives that just limits their audience to people with small hands. And I don't think they understand that they do that because maybe the people who work in the company have small hands. But this fits, barely fits, right? But if you have extra large hands, double extra large hands, unless you have regular size or really thin fingers, large hands is about it. That's it. It's going to limit the people unless people are willing to do a 3-finger grip. And for a knife like this, I don't think people will, personally. It works for me. I just think bigger hands, they may not be as interested in it. It's cool though. I like the nice flat back, straight back, and that works really well. Beautifully polished edge. It looks like somebody, yeah, this looks like somebody did a little sharpening afterwards. I don't think this is a factory edge. Part of it is, but not all of it. It's a little polished. I don't ever see QSP have this sharp of a factory edge. Maybe they just leather stropped it and it just polished up nicely. But action's nice. We'll do a full review and impressions on this knife. Pretty thin blade. Action's not bad. I do like the flipper. It's got a nice detent with that button lock. I will tell you, the flipper works really nicely. Now, can I do a push button? Light switch? Yeah, I guess a push button works. It's not as comfortable as sort of like a 45-degree angle light switch, the push button kind of together. I will tell you that button lock really does engage well. It gives you a lot of pressure. So, you know, the plunge lock acts as like a detent. The pressure with the spring pushing upon the blade and the area that it engages, and where it kind of engages closed and engages open. So where it's closed, it's something that can be overcome, right? When it's open, it's locked in place unless you press the button and depress the lock. So there you go. It is cool. Pretty good utilization of the blade to handle ratio. That is nice. I will say there's a good lockup position. You've got nice finger guards, so if you're doing some cuts and stuff. Can you do pinch grip? Yeah, can you do pinch grip up here? You could. It's got, you know, it's a rounded kind of a cut thing. So that's pretty nice. I will say it's not bad at all. Green G10, black G10 on top, steel liners. I'm assuming this is a steel pocket carry clip. Yeah, it is. So 14C28 black, black stone washed, I'm guessing, because it does look stone washed. There's chamfering on the little thumb hole here, which is nice. And it's pretty rounded on top. It's not very sharp, which is cool. And I just cut myself, did I? No, oh, that's where I hurt my finger before. So I sliced my finger off. I have a really sharp knife, and I was closing it, and it just literally sliced a little piece of the skin off, but it just got to the tender part. It didn't cause any bleeding. But man, it was my Quiet Carry Waypoint L. That thing is slicey. Oh my gosh, it is like a razor blade. So yeah, I was very aware of that. So, you know, be careful with the blade. So if you got a Waypoint L, just keep in mind. This is pretty sharp too, which is nice. 14C28 does drop up really nicely, for at least for me, typically. Yeah, that reverse is really nice. So let's take a close look here if you'd like. All right, so here's the blade. You can see right there with the full flat grind switch on top. And there's the scale with the QSP captive pivot, the button lock there. Looks like the hardware is T6 is there. T6, that's T6 right there. Just a couple of screws on that side. And if we look in the back over here, here's the clip. These are all T6s. The pivot is a T8. It's kind of a bummer. I'd love to see T8s all the way across, right? It's got two standoffs in the back. And there's the pivot. Then you see the blade over here, 14C28 blade steel. Again, nice thumb hole. That is nicely chamfered all the way around. Chamfered all the way around here as well. Right here, it's nice and rounded. It's not sharp. The jimping works okay. There's not much here. I mean, the trigger grip choke up, I wouldn't recommend necessarily. All right, so let's see. Can we see inside? You can see steel liners, but they're holes all the way through. So weight relief for both the G10 scale and the steel liners together with those drilled holes. I like the fact the clip is reversible, right? It's got a kind of a goofy clip. I'm not a big fan of this down and then out. This is kind of catchy. I do find that there's more hot spots developed by this type of clip, so that's kind of unfortunate. Wish they had an alternative. Yeah, I can feel it. Definitely a hot spot on the clip. So that's kind of a bummer. All right, so I'm back. I just zoomed out. I was talking away with it zoomed in. Forget everything I was talking about. Like I said, nice rounded corners everywhere. A nice 14C28 blade. Nice flat straight back. Steel liners, all this stuff, very comfortable. I mean, I don't know what the price is for a knife like this. I bet it's a pretty decent price. So I don't know if it's going to be 50 to 70 to 80 bucks. It's 14C28, 14C28N. So there's a few extra things on here with the reversible clip. So I'm sure that, you know, that's always adds a few extra bucks, right? I don't know what it's going to cost, but, you know, probably a pretty good price for this knife. I suspect. They usually are good about that. I hope they have some different colors, because that color's not going to make it to England or Europe. I do like the fuller. That is easy to engage. You can use both your thumb, get your thumb in there, and you can use both the meat of your finger, get your meat of your finger in there. And then, nah, I really can't. I was going to try to see if there's bonus flick. There's not. It does, well, I mean, there's bonus flick with the button lock. So you've got 3 different ways to deploy it, which I think is cool. I like that. Yeah. I don't know if I talked about this. It was part of the part that I cut out, but this clip is kind of goofy, a little sharp. There's a hot spot when you do deploy it. You can feel it on the grip right there, and you can definitely feel that. So I'm not a super fan of that. Yeah, not bad at all. I think it's on caged ceramic bearings. That certainly is nice. I bet if you put skiffs in there, it'd probably be even nicer. So it's a pretty cool little knife. Pretty cool little knife. I like it. I like it overall. So why don't you take a look at this? So here is the Unicorn. So I don't know why they call it the Unicorn. I'm just going to guess it was a fun marketing name. But there you are with the back. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, cool little knife there. Hey, if you have any questions for me or the channel about the knife, I'd love to hear from you. This is just an unboxing. First impressions. Never seen this knife. Never checked this out before. I thought it'd be worth looking at. So I'm pretty impressed. It has a kind of a fidgety goodness to it. I am enjoying so far. That's certainly a first impression. I think there's a lot to be, definitely follow up with a review, kind of get the longer term impressions, but definitely a cool knife. I think it'd be a good budget alternative. I know I did recently a Penguin button lock, and that Penguin button lock I thought was really impressive. I liked it a lot. So I think the Unicorn is just extending that with a different design. So I think that's pretty cool. So I'm excited to see that. So hopefully this is something cool. Maybe if you have any questions about this or my upcoming review, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to maybe answer some questions if I can. Definitely a cool first impression sort of budget knife. I think it's cool. Now, hopefully it's not really expensive, but in this case, I hope this is the case right here with this one. So yeah, very cool. I do like this a lot. All right. Very interesting little knife. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or informative, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? And if you've already hit that like button, would you please consider hitting the subscribe button down below? Subscribing and liking the videos really helps out the channel as the channel produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who watches the videos, who likes the videos, who subscribes. I sure appreciate you guys out there. And yeah, really humbled by that. Especially if you watch the videos, you watch the live streams, you're all part of that. I am very appreciative to you guys. If you haven't already, hit that notification button as well down below so you can be notified of future content. And then finally, to all my channel members, huge thank you. Just want to say I really appreciate you guys. The channel members, you guys allow me to do things way sooner than I thought I'd ever would. So I am very grateful to you guys, very appreciative. So thank you. Thank you to every one of you guys out there. If you've been on the fence and you thought, hey, I'd like to become a channel member, I'd love to have you. I'd be honored. Don't ever feel obligated, but I totally would be honored. I have a link down in the description for 3 different tiers, like a really low, budget kind of thing, all the way to $10 or something, if you wanted to join. Hey, it's a small way for me to say thank you to all my channel members. I do a once a month members giveaway. I do draw usually a really nice knife. It's not just a little budget banger. So, if that's interests you and you'd love to be a channel member, I would love to have you. Be honored, honestly. Also, every new channel member gets a Rob's Nerdy Knives sticker. So email me if you're a brand new channel member at the channel's address with your name and address, and I'd love to mail you out a sticker of a way to show my appreciation. Now that would hold true if you've been a member for a while and you've just never asked and you're still a member right now. Also, if you were a member before, then you became a member again. So like you're, a member, but after a while not being a member, but you've never gotten a sticker, email me too. I would love to mail you a sticker. I'm totally cool with anybody getting one of those stickers. So thank you. Thank you to every one of you guys out there. Hope you guys have a great day. Oh, real quick, if you haven't already, check me out at Robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at Robs_nerdy_knives on Instagram. Thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.